What's up, guys? You've been watching a little update on this Excursion. I just worked in the fenders the last few days. I tried to got those blocked off and bondoed up. My air compressor decided it didn't want to pump up all the way, so I didn't get to finish that. I got this side worked in a little bit. Still needs some work, but it's getting there. But yeah, got most of the bolts in it. Zeroed this wheel out this morning. Bought some new studs and the rest of my lugs, and went ahead and got this one wheel. This wheel was jumping. It was out a lot. I shimmed it up. It was still out, but I was still able to drive it around town without too much of a problem. About 48 miles an hour, 52, somewhere in there. It's registering 4 miles an hour faster on the gauge, so 48 is actually 52. So I did go down the highway last night and about 60. It's tolerable, but it's still shaking. But anyway, I went ahead and shimmed it up. I measured it out this morning, and did a indication on it, and it was still 90 thousandths out on the flange, which up here puts it probably 120 out or more. You could see it in the rear view mirror shaking. So top of that, today is very clear here today. I think the first video I had, it was like I was out here in pants and jacket. Now I'm out here in 65-degree weather in Greenville, South Carolina, the 5th most humid place in the nation, in case you didn't know. And I'm out here sweating. But anyway, we're going to take a drive in it. Let's see if we get that shake out of it. I got the chocks in front of the wheels. I've already backed up into my Jag and knocked the fucking taillight out like a dumbass because I'm too stupid to fucking stop. And I heard it go crunch, and it put about a 2-inch square hole in it. So that's an unneeded expense for no reason that I hit my car and knocked the fucking taillight out. So I'm looking in the rear view mirror, and I don't see any side to side play. If there is, it's very minimal. It's got mud on the mud marks on the tire, so that kind of fucks you up visually. But I think it might be moving a hair. But let's cruise down the road and see what it does. It was at about like 35 or so. You could just feel it like a womb. You could just feel it kind of going up and down. You could just feel the truck kind of, you know what I'm saying, just that slow motion up and down, up and down. So I knew it was out. I knew it was out anyway. All the tires are a little bit out, but that back one was the one that was the main one. So let's see what we got. I think we got a little bit of motion, but it ain't nothing like it was. I don't really feel a whole lot of up and down. Like I said, these roads here are absolutely horrendous, especially right here. I mean, it's just like, it's pathetic, really. The roads here are pathetic. Patch, 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 patch. That's what they do. You go over to the SC, South Carolina Department of whatever that fucking shit is, roads, and literally the road going up to the main building over there, literally the road going to the South Carolina DMV headquarters is patched all up the hill. It's stupid. But anyway, let's go by this school slow, because cops will sit here. Now we get up here on this main road, I think we're going to find out what it's doing. It's not really doing that jump that bad now like it was. I still feel it. You see my elbows resting on the armrest, you can kind of see it. I mean, that little bit there right here, I can handle that, but say, I was driving it before. I've been driving it. The reason I've been driving this mainly is because my Jag got a flat. Brand new tires got a hole in it or something in it, and it's flat. Pumped it up with my piece of shit air compressor, and it went back flat after a while. I don't know when, but so I don't have a problem driving this thing though. I actually kind of enjoy driving it. Come on, light. On top of what I've been doing, this thing really runs good. But I'm in the process. I want to make it into a travel kind of thing that tows an RV. I know it would probably tow it anyway. It's rated, I think it's like a 10,000 pound towing capacity, which is fine. But I want something that's going to be like, whoa, curb rash. That was just a tire. Let's see what we got. I want to put a 7.3 in it and build it like, you know, 600 or 700 pounds of torque or something like that. So my arm is resting on the armrest, and you can see it ain't really shaking that much. We got 50 miles an hour, which is actually 54, and I think we might have this thing pretty damn good. It's still got just a hair, a wobble, just a hair. But I haven't done the front wheels, and I haven't dialed in the right rear yet. Oh, fuck off. Alright, so kind of turned the camera off there for a minute while I was sitting there. I don't want any people looking at me like I'm some kind of weirdo. Probably are anyway now. I think we got this thing, maybe we might have it dialed in now. Good enough. I don't want any shake with these adapters, just because they're adapters. They stick out. They put a lot more leverage on the factory bolts, and it's a lot of weight, etc., etc. It's just a lot more stress on it. So I prefer not to have any shake whatsoever. We still got some. I think we still got some. You can see in the rearview mirror, but it's very minimal. Might dial it in again. And what I see on the right rear, it ain't really doing much. But all that being said, my goal is to get this thing turned. I've been thinking about doing the conversion over to a diesel, and I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been thinking about maybe a 6.7, maybe a Cummins, you know, whatever, this and that. Any way you do it, you're gonna spend money. You do a Cummins, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money doing it. You do a 6.7, you're gonna have to get everything, wiring harness, all that. I mean, I know this transmission to go bolt to a 7.3. Now, will it hold up? I don't know. Probably would rebuild. If I rebuild a 7.3, I would just go ahead and rebuild the damn transmission while I'm at it. I can't get up to speed because of this fucking traffic. Oh, you son of a bitch. I want to get it up to 50 something. So my elbow's resting on the armrest, and it's better now than it was when I was going like 48. It's shaking a little, but it's definitely doable. But if I could get these fucking people to move, I could see what it's gonna do. know if you can see that steering wheel. That's the front wheel. It was shaking real bad in the back of the seat, which tells me it's the rear end. Now that's not that bad, but the steering wheel is doing it anyway, because the front left wheel I know is out, because I can look out the window and see it. Plus I did it with the indicator, and the right one is too. The problem is it's like 1:30 right now or something, so everybody's out and about at lunch and whatnot. I'm not going to be able to get up to speed over here. It's just too crowded. I might have to turn around and go back the other way. But anyway, I guess that's enough for now. My goal is to get it to a diesel. I think I'm going to go with a 7.3. It looks like you can get a pretty good bit of power out of it without doing too much work. Also, I was looking at those 22.5s for a Volvo, I think. Somebody's got some on sale on eBay, and those things look fucking awesome. I'm gonna turn around. Those things look awesome. Just the pattern of them, but I think 22.5 might be too big. Diameter is gonna be a lot more. But this month I'm going to Vietnam to do some work for like 3 or 4 weeks, so I'll make a shitload of money. I'm a turbine technician by trade for the past 5 or 6 years. I worked for GE for 10, so I can make a lot of money in the field. And I'm gonna go over there and make probably about 20 grand or so, and I'm gonna start doing some more work. So let's see, now we can get some speed. Yeah, we're shaking now about like we were at 50. That was like 65. So I'm actually picked up about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Not too bad. It's gonna take some work, but I think when I go over there and making that money, and if I get those other rims, I'm gonna just make new adapters and make them right. I'll have to for the 10 lug anyway. So that might be coming up. 7.3 diesel is definitely gonna happen. And then we'll just keep going, man. See you guys.